Hello everybody and welcome to, well, my bathroom. So because of the whole quarantine and lockdown situation that's going on around the globe, I figured I would do some videos about simple home repairs that you can do while you're, well, stuck at home. This first one just happens to be in the bathroom, so let's get into it. If your tub or shower is anything like mine, it's probably covered in sloppily applied silicone caulking. Not only does it look bad, but because it was applied so sloppily, it's also the perfect place for mold to start growing. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to properly caulk a tub and shower, and I'm also going to give you a great trick for getting perfect caulking lines every time. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The first step of this project is going to be just to get rid of everything unnecessary in the bathroom. And then we're going to get everything nice, clean, and dry before we move on. In order to remove the old caulking, you're gonna need some sort of sharp knife. I like to use these little razor blades, and then I also have this holder here that I can just slot the razor blades into that make it a little easier to hold. A box cutter might also work pretty well for this. You just wanna make sure whatever knife you're using, it's a very thin blade. As far as I know, there's no easy, surefire way to remove silicone caulking. Basically, you're just trying to get the knife between the tub and the caulking, and then the tile and the caulking, and slowly cut it off. What I like to do is to try and get one area started, and then if you're lucky, once you get it started, you can grip it and pull along and get it to come off all as one, but it doesn't always work. So it's a pretty labor-intensive process. You're gonna wanna be diligent and make sure you get all the old caulkings. Ugh. So that's actually kind of a pet peeve of mine. If you have properly grouted tile and a properly waterproof shower enclosure, there's no reason to be caulking the corners of a shower. A, it looks bad, and B, it just gives you another place for mold to start growing. If you can avoid it, don't caulk the corners. I think the reason that they caulked these originally was because some of this grout is starting to chip out, so I'll probably have to recaulk these ones, but I'll show you how to do it much nicer. It's probably also a good idea to have a vacuum cleaner around to help clean up late work. Okay, so that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. I know it looked really easy in the video, like the silicone was just coming out right away, but what happened was there was a lot of residue stuck, and I really had to work it with a knife to get every last little bit of the old silicone out of there before I could apply the new stuff. Thankfully, we're done now, and we can move on to the next stage. So for this part of the project, you are gonna need a little bit of painter's tape. Okay, so, this is cramped. This is really cramped. What we're gonna use this painter's tape for is to mask off all the areas where we don't want the silicone to go. Instead of just freely applying the silicone and then smearing it with your finger, we're gonna first lay down the painter's tape all the way around the perimeter of the tub and up the walls too. And what you wanna do is make it so that the tape is about 1/16 away from the grout line on the deck of the tub. And then you're gonna go to the wall and you're gonna do the same thing on the wall. You're gonna come up a 1/16 off the deck of the tub and you're gonna apply the tape. And then you're gonna do that the whole way around. I'm gonna get down low so you can see what I'm talking about. Behind me here, I have masked off the entire perimeter of the tub using the painter's tape, and we are ready to start applying a little bit of silicone. So the painter's tape is basically just like training wheels for applying the silicone. You put it everywhere where you don't want the silicone to go, and then you can just peel off the tape afterwards. Doing this project is a little tough because I don't really have a good working area. Like, this is my workbench right now, the edge of my tub. So quick note on silicone. I really like to use clear silicone because I find it takes on the color of whatever surface you're applying it to. Whereas when you use white silicone, it's just gonna be the color it is, and there's a 99% chance it's not gonna match your tub exactly. It's not gonna match your grout color exactly. So it's always gonna be a little bit off. So for that reason, I almost always just use clear silicone. And then the other thing I wanna say is that don't get the cheapest silicone you can. Get the kitchen and bath stuff and get one of the higher grade ones, because in my experience, there actually is a pretty sizable difference between bad silicone and good silicone in terms of how much antifungal resistance it has. So that being said, you now have to cut the tip of your silicone tube. I wish I had a better knife to do this, but what are you gonna do? So basically what you're trying to do is cut the opening to the same size as the line of silicone that you're trying to apply. Now it's time to apply the silicone. You're just gonna squeeze it out into the corner. Don't be too hard on yourself if it's not a perfect application, because that's exactly why we lay down the masking tape. I forgot to mention this before, but you're gonna wanna have a rag that you don't mind throwing out at the end of the project, just so that you can wipe your finger and your caulking gun on something. Now, you're gonna take your most important tool in this project, your finger, and you're just gonna press that silicone caulking into the corner. I like to do at least 2 passes everywhere. Kind of a time-sensitive job. You don't have to rush or anything, but I wouldn't apply the caulking and then go and have lunch, because if you try and come back to it, it's going to be dry and it's going to be a mess. So now that we've wiped most of the excess caulking off, it's time to peel the tape. Not quite done yet, so clean your hands and then give that bead of caulking one last good run with your finger, and make sure you wipe away all the excess as you work. So that's it for the tub perimeter. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I will do the verticals as well as the base of the tub down here. Okay, I prepped the corners, the perimeter's dry, so let's silicone up these corners. Now, part of the reason that I'm hopeful that this new silicone won't mold up is because I'm using a higher quality than what the original builders would have used. But also, these thinner lines are going to be a less hospitable place for the mold to grow in the first place. And because I know some of these corners have cracks in them and little gaps, being a little bit more generous with my application of the silicone, just so I can make sure I really fill those gaps and get them watertight. But again, in an ideal world, these corners would be properly grouted from the beginning and I wouldn't have to be caulking them. But we don't live in an ideal world, so what are you gonna do? And then again, just using my middle finger here to kind of squeegee the silicone and really try and push it in so I fill any of those cracks. And then we can't forget our final pass, just to smooth out the edges of the silicone. Boom. If for any reason you do happen to end up getting a little bit of silicone on your tub or on the tile, you want to clean it off as fast as possible, because it's really a lot easier to get it while it's still wet. It's clean. Okay, all that silicone's in, and there's nothing left to do now except for let it dry. So why don't I take you guys on a quick tour and you can see the difference, and then you can maybe do it in your own bathroom. All right, so let's get you guys in close so you can see the difference here. And right away you notice that it's a lot cleaner. There's not that harsh line where the white caulking transitions into the tub. It's just a nice gentle blend, and that's what you get with a clear silicone, because it tends to take on the color of both surfaces that it's applied between. And then over here, all of that mold and nasty caulking is gone, and we're replaced with just a clean line. If anything, it kind of just calls attention to these really ugly hard water stained grout lines. So maybe I'll do a future video about how you can repair grout lines. All right, so that is it for how to recaulk your shower enclosure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you have any other home improvement projects that you'd like me to show you how to do, just let me know down in the comments and I will try to put that together for you. All right, everybody. See you in the next video. Peace.